In this video, we are making plantain moinmoin or plantain pudding, and we're using overripe plantains. Before I begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Sharon, and this is Boulder's Kitchen. On this channel, we share African food recipes, Nigerian dishes, African dishes, delicious African recipes, African street food, healthy drinks, also fufu mukbang, egusi mukbang, African food mukbang, egusi and fufu mukbang, every kind of eating show, eating challenge. Now, for this plantain moi moi or plantain pudding, as it's popularly called, is the kind of recipe that you make if you don't want to throw away your overripe plantains. This recipe is a go. It's very easy and it's so delicious. So you need overripe plantains. The quantity you'll be needing depends on the size or the quantity of your family or people that is going to eat it. So I have three unripe plantains here and I'm going to be using it for the recipe. I will also be using some beans flour, fish fillet, onions, pepper, seasoning and vegetable oil. So I already washed the plantains. Now I'm peeling off the skin. After that, I'm going to go ahead and cut it and blend it. So let's keep washing to see how it goes. So now I have finished peeling it. Next, I'm going to transfer it into, or rather cut it into smaller pieces and transfer it into the blender. So I noticed this blender wasn't enough, so I transfer it into my bigger blender. All right, so I'm going to blend it with some amounts of water, the onions, bell peppers and sweet peppers. All right, you can as well add some crayfish if you want, but I don't have crayfish, so I'm just going to go ahead and blend it like that. Let's keep watching. Now you want to blend it very smooth, in fact as smooth as you can, though this one doesn't really take a lot of time. The reason is because the plantain itself is not hard, it's soft. It's so blending it smooth will not even take you up to 2 minutes. It won't. So this is how smooth you want it to be, as I've shown you in the blender. You see how it's going. Once you're done blending, transfer it into a bowl and then you're going to add the beans flour. Though the original recipe says you use plantain flour, but if you don't want to use plantain flour, you can use unripe plantain to add to it, or corn flour will also do. But if you don't want to use all that, you can as well use beans flour. So yeah, after adding the beans flour, I added the seasoning, the salt and the fish fillet with the vegetable oil. Now I'm combining everything until it is properly combined. Once you've done mixing, you taste it to see if it's okay, if you don't need more seasoning, and then you transfer it into your baking dish. But if you don't have baking dish or you don't want to use your oven, you can use moinmoin plate or moinmoin leaves. There's this leaf used for wrapping moinmoin. I have a recipe on my channel where I show how to wrap plantain pudding with moinmoin leaves. All right, so after that, you just transfer it to the oven for like maybe 10 to 15 minutes. It doesn't really take time, but once the toothpick comes out clean, you're good to go, and it tastes so good. Thank you so much for watching. Please share and subscribe to my channel. Bye.